Previously on Cougan's Custom.
Find the abs a little more, thinned out the legs, in preparation for making real cloth pants. So that didn't work out, so he sculpted the pants detail right into the legs. Well, look at that, he even made a belt buckle. And you know, generally finished the pants. Which brings us to part 7. Some doing more smoothing out of the torso. Well, smoothing out and also cutting the muscle lines a little deeper to make them more noticeable, more well-defined. Blending the neck. And cutting the back muscles a little bit deeper, just so they stand out a little better. So the bulk of his belt I've sculpted right into him, but there's the one part that hangs off. I'm going to make that out of plastic. So lay it out on a flat surface, flatten it out while it's still hot with my finger, peel it off, trim it. So first I'm going to make a little hole, place the belt piece where it needs to go, and then put more hot plastic on top of it to glue it in place. Quick break to make his chest muscles a bit more well defined and smooth. Now I'm going to make the leather straps on his boots, very similar to that belt piece. Lay it out on a flat surface, and then smash it down while it's still hot. Peel it off, trim it, and apply it to the leg. Gluing it in place with some hot plastic. So I glue it in key spots with the hot plastic, wrap it around, and then glue it again. Alright, make another strap, and wrap it and glue it. We've come to kind of a tedious, unglamorous section. A lot of making straps and gluing them down. So skip to about 307 if you're getting bored. So the small of his back is a little bit, it's just sort of straight down. I'm going to put a little bit of a dent in there. Took off a little too much, so filling that in with epoxy putty. I'm afraid that once I put his arm tattoos on, the tightness of the sleeves is going to scrape them off. I'm going to take these off and try some alternative materials for the sleeves, starting with this chamois. This is a little bit too thick, so I settled on a stretchy purple shirt. Now the other sleeves started out kind of a red color, so I needed to paint the inside, and that made the inside rough, and that was sure to scrape off his arm paint job every time you take the coat off or put it back on. This one's already purple and won't need to be painted, although it's not quite the right purple, but as you'll see, when it combines with the blue plastic that I'm using to glue it on, it gets closer to the right kind of purple. So I used hot plastic to reinforce the seam of his sleeves, make it stronger, and then I'm using the soldering iron to kind of flatten it a little bit. It's a bit too bulky, but as I'm doing that I realize the plastic is combining with the cloth, and it's making the sleeve, it's turning it more of a blue purple, which is really nice. Also, it makes the wrinkles of the sleeves kind of permanent in a good way. And it ends up going from looking like a cotton shirt to a leather jacket. It looks more leathery with all the plastic covered. So I eventually intentionally smear plastic all over it. Just soak the cloth with the hot plastic. Just gonna trim the sleeves a little bit. So you see how it's holding the wrinkles? I think it's a nice effect. So what you get is a nice, soft, stretchy shirt on the inside and a rough, wrinkled, leathery look on the outside. Trim the sleeves a little bit more and just fill some holes. And smooth it out with the soldering iron. I've got these kind of shoulder pad type things, and we've got this quilt pattern. So I'm going to draw that with this marker and then dig it out with the soldering iron. Alright, that's it for now. Next time, I'm going to be making the straps for the jacket. And who knows what else. Thanks for watching. See you soon, I hope.